Okay, guys, we are back, so let's continue right where we left off. So we have all these stacked highs. That would be nice if we could sweep them. Okay, we do sweep the previous day's high and the day before as well. But it's still very early. It's not even 9:30, so. It's just 9:50 is a little early. I don't want to sell here right away. There's your trap. We always have to wait for the trap. If it's no trap present, we have to wait for a very clear LTF shift, so that the lower time frame really convinces us that there is no trap today. Is the real move gonna happen? Which means two clean legs, retracement up, rejection, and then we can get in safely without a trap. But this is just one leg, so this can easily be a trap. So when it doesn't reject here, I mean it does reject a little bit, but in the top wick already, that shows me that this is too early to sell. No second leg, no trade until we had a trap. So now we had a trap. We reswept this again. Let's see if we can come higher to sweep this. But if it rejects, I might take it. Okay, this is a first little rejection. Yeah, okay. Price clearly struggling to get higher. I think this will continue lower, make a second leg. So let's just go for the 2R here. Yeah, I would have preferred this to get swept as well. But you know what? We swept this high here on the 4 hour, this old high. And we had a nice sell strap, and this just... I have a feeling that this is coming lower. Beautiful. Let's see if we can take Asia as well. Yeah. Maybe I should, because this pair is so volatile, maybe I should try to, yeah, roll my stop a little instead of just having a 2 hour target. But to be honest, I don't even care. I just... high RR is just not my style, man. Like, maybe I'm leaving profits on the table, but it can always come back, you know, so I just want to bank my 2R and move on. Okay, nice one. That's 5 in a row, right? We had 5, yes. Nice, man. Man, this pair, I mean, it's not a pair. This asset is fire, man. We're forming a trend line here on the 4 hour. Yeah, this session was nowhere. Okay, this is interesting on the 4 hour now. Yeah, for me, there's no buyer's trap yet. Sorry, no seller's trap yet. So this being a first leg, sweeping this and then rejecting again is not enough for me to enter. That's why I was waiting, and that's why I was not entering even though it rejected here. It's pretty late, man. Yeah, this is nothing. We swept a lot of liquidity, but no reaction. Hopefully we can come for a resweep, but it looks like we're gonna look for buys first. And there's not really... Nah, this... forget it, man. Where you want to buy here? This is shit. Let's give it time to sweep some high time frame inducements or whatever. Nothing to do. We have equals at the top now, exact equals. It's crazy. It sells off like crazy and then shoots up like crazy. It's just so nice. Okay, I wouldn't be surprised at all if that works, but it's so hard out of session. It's probably like, yeah, after 1 p.m. I'm not gonna take it. So just out of curiosity. Yeah, retracement was overdue, but I guess it's this time it didn't go low enough. Would have worked. Crazy. I feel like this is really predictable. It reacts so good after liquidity sweeps, man. But this was just too hard out of session for me. Okay, we swept the highs. We have old highs here as well. Oh, that is nice actually. The context here is nice. We sweep all this. So this is a nice environment to look for potential shorts if the low time frame convinces us, which it doesn't because this is pure chop. So that's a clear, yeah. When it does that, it just doesn't come back, and that's okay. Like, we can't catch them all, man. Be surprised if this comes higher for a retracement. This is all out of session. Yeah, it holds the low and comes higher as expected. But not really high as well. Like, if I would have taken a trade here, which I wouldn't because it's late in session, it would have been probably a break even here. Just nothing interesting here. Shame that it didn't give here at the top something nice or something with a retracement. Shame. That would have been very, very textbook. Let's see if we get a long here. It's just choppy and ugly. Nothing there. Holy moly. And on forex, right? If you see that, you're like, okay, I check back in next week because price just stalls here and or sells off further, but you don't see reversals. But here you can easily see that get swept, even though it's a crazy move. You can see a nice two-leg shift and get a potential long and it can come back all the way. And that's so crazy, man, compared to forex. Haha. Do I dare that? Is so late, man. Ah, this is a little too freaky for my liking. But I wouldn't be surprised if that works. Yeah, kinda. Break even again, I guess. How did I have the tool? I'm just curious if it would have worked out something like this, no? 2R. I'm just curious if this would have worked. Okay, session's over. No, wouldn't come high enough. So let's get the bottom swept or the top of this little 4-hour range here. Before that doesn't happen, we can't do anything. I sweep and shift lower. Oh, two legs. Okay, I'm gonna dare the short here, but I think this is probably gonna be a miss. If not, I think we're gonna come lower. That doesn't look good. Okay, it's late. I'm gonna close this for a partial profit. Or let's let it. It's already daily transition here. Yeah, that's a break even. I should have probably just closed it, but whatever. Yeah, just a little too ambitious with the target, I guess. But yeah, it's okay. Happens. It's a tough ask to ask for a 6th win in a row, obviously, as well. I don't know why I didn't trust my gut here, man. My gut was telling me get out so late, you know, momentum was most likely to be over. I don't know. I forgot to skip sessions. Just nowhere. We are nowhere. This is good fun though. This pair moves so nice, man. It's crazy. Okay, we sweep this here. No shift. Too late. Let's move on. We swept more highs here, but it was completely out of session, so obviously a re-sweep necessary. Swept a ton of liquidity now. It's a little risky, man. Okay, now I trust it. I think this is gonna retrace. Damn. 5 win streak snapped, but I think this was a solid setup. We swept a lot of liquidity here. It was a nice shift. It was late in the session, but it works so often, man. Like, I'm fine with it, really. I had a lot of winners out of session, like out of this box at least. We sweep the top, 2 clean legs. Same again, late setup. Let's see if it comes up. I want to enter here. I clicked too fast, man. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna accept the miss. I'm not gonna change my entry. Either it takes me or not. It's late again. Super late, man. I'm sick of this break evens, but I don't really see the point here in holding. You have the risk if you enter so late that your trade is gonna fuck around. So yeah, just no point in holding. It's an intra-session idea, you know. So it gets way more random. Would have worked, but it's okay. I don't want to hold stuff like that. Not with this kind of price action. On this asset, I'm just not too comfortable. This is 2 legs, but it's kind of a round fuckery. Equals here. This needs a sweep for me again of the highs. Yeah, it's out of session. Okay, this is nice. Swept the highs. Let's get it reswept. Okay, it's a little risky. Let's see the 4-hour context here. Oh, nice sweep of this level here. Okay, that backs the idea up more. I'm gonna drag my stop loss here because it clearly, for some reason, finds my take profit extremely unattractive. Yeah, profits banked 1.3R or something, perfectly fine. You see how this pair can reverse, so if it does like that, like, my TP was here, so like, I think in real life I would have even banked more profits. Like, after this rejection, I would have probably taken my profits here instead of here. So, yeah. But nice right away we made that one loss back and a little more. So great. Holy fucking hell, man. I love this. I love this asset, man. It's just so fun, man. What the hell is that? Let me check that out on the 1 minute. And it's violent, but it's not like a new spike that can slip you like $800,000, you know? It just stops you out and that's it. Or if you're right, it just runs into profit. And yeah, so I think this is an asset where you could debate, maybe even trade it without take profit and just let it run if it has these crazy impulses, depending on the momentum in which it approaches your planned TP, you know. But for me, I just want to be, for now at least, I want to just bank my profits and move on. Because I don't want, if it does something like this, yes, you're up like 10R, but if it does like something like this, and then you're up like 3R, let's say, it can equally retrace and pump up again in the same volume. And I don't want to make a million decisions like how I drag the stop and should I close it, should I let it run, blah 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 blah. No, it's just TP to R and I'm out. Like, at least for now. At least for now. I don't want to do all these acrobatics. I just want to have an entry, a stop loss, and a TP, and that's it. The only thing I actively manage is like if it really fucks around like crazy or the momentum is completely against you, like it trickles into profit and then shoots up like crazy to your break even, then I might take the odd break even, or I do something like here where I just close it just before DP when it somehow rejects it. But this just let it run and drag the stop losses. Man, I don't know, man. I don't want to endure more retracements than what I'm used to, which is sub 2R retracements. Yeah. Holy smoke. Okay, let me refresh the browser because it's caching all the candles and it's like so slow. Nice sweep, nice shift. Second leg. That is tricky, man. We swept a ton of liquidity. It's a little ambiguous, dude. And yeah, it's stalling. The trend line. Sheesh. Okay, I could have taken it like this, and I was close. Okay. So let's see what have happened. What would have happened with that? Completely out of session now anyway. Okay, would have worked again. I, I don't know, man. To me, that was ambiguous. But we had the two legs. We had the sweep of all these levels. Maybe I should have trusted the high time frame a little more. But the low time frame looked super ambiguous. Like for me, that wasn't screaming, especially after this rejection, that it's not gonna continue down and it's gonna continue up. It was kind of 50-50. So yeah, high time frame was suggesting it would come higher, but if the low time frame shoots down like this, makes me a little careful. And I think in other situation that avoids me a lot of losses. So in that case, I missed the winner, but yeah, I think I'm protecting myself well by being careful when it shoots up versus shooting down, and it shot down. Well, if shot down first, swept, shut up again, shut down like crazy again. In those situations, I'm careful. I want to see something trickling down and reject, not shoot down, you know? Oh my god, this asset is goated, man. I just love it. There's just stuff going on, man, all the time. It's so cool. Thing that I want to be involved in here looks all trash. Just just not nice on the 4 hour. Just trapped in this leg and no liquidity sweeps possible because there is no liquidity in this huge candle because it's just one candle. That was a whole bunch of nothing. Yeah, it's a sweep. Yeah, it's a PDH sweep tapping into this supply. Okay, yeah, let's see how it shapes up. Oh, it doesn't even give an entry. Just fucks off completely. Interesting. I thought it would sell off. If it would have given like a little rejection here, maybe I would have taken it, or a second leg even, or starting to shape a second leg. I really love when something like, let's say we are here in price, okay? So these candles here to the right, they don't exist. I have this, yeah. If you imagine that this makes a retracement and rejects, and that makes a bearish closing candle. That is what I love to see. Even if it's not a second leg yet, because it's not making a lower low yet, because of that bearish candle, we can assume that it will. And I love entering on those. So I would have taken it something like this to London, or to a new low here. Could have easily managed to get in for 2R. But yeah, didn't retrace, and sometimes that doesn't happen. But I rather miss a move like that and I don't enter, because especially here we don't really have a break of structure, because it's just one crazy move. So no structural reference makes it tricky to just randomly start market executing on a bearish impulse. You want to have some reference structure. You want to see that retracement and it failing or anything for context. So I think it would be kind of wild to just at this time be 100% confident that it's gonna just sell off. Like, so yeah, I'm fine with missing such impulses, because sometimes for me it's just a clear case of there's no way of validating that it's gonna sell off at that point, and then it's just gonna sell off without you, and that's okay. Way better than just speculating and market executing on the first impulse all the time, getting your ass kicked all the time for it. BS session. Oh, nice out of session sweep here. First leg, second leg. If that would be like prime New York session, I would take it. Maybe we get a retracement or a resweep or something. Okay. This is mean, man. This is almost equals. No, it swept. Okay, it swept the previous day's low. But we are coming down hot. Oh, this is tricky, man. This is exactly the same trade where I said like, I don't know, because it's like strong down, strong up, strong down again. So yeah, for me, better safe than sorry. I'm just gonna put the tool on, but I'm not gonna take it. I wouldn't be surprised if it works, but I wouldn't also be entirely surprised if it doesn't work, and that's why I don't take it. And boom. This time it saved me a loss. It's too ambiguous. Strong down, strong up, strong down. I want to see strong down, strong up, ideally in two legs, and then struggling to come down. Make a rejection or whatever, or come down slowly in general. Yeah, and that's what can happen if you ignore that. You can get stopped out in like 5 minutes and look like an idiot. Out of session now. This is just a giga retracement of darkness here. With no 4-hour liquidity pools even close, so not ideal environment here today. And chop like crazy. Sweeping the previous day's high now, so we're getting a little closer to something decent. Oh, that's great. Very choppy, the down leg. Second leg. Oh, this is tricky, man. Yeah. Something that can work. I can easily see that work, but it's just a little too corrective for me. Yeah, would have worked. It's just typical NASDAQ. These big moves, they get always countered. But I'm still, again, I'm better safe than sorry. There's no fair value gap. This is only the tiny one in here in the second leg. It's just all choppy. Then it's late. Yeah. Yeah. I like seeing that I'm right very often. I don't know if you notice, but when I call something out and I don't take it, I'm still right relatively often. And that's great for my confidence. But not every situation is tradable. This one is just too choppy, too ambiguous. On the high time frame, it makes absolute sense that it makes a retracement, but it doesn't have that extra safety mechanism or of a clean low time frame environment. So I rather have a little more extra confluence and take the even more likely sell on another day than this one, if that makes sense. Hello, hello. Was just checking if my mic works in OBS. Okay, we fill the gap now. It's tricky to long though because we're so high up still. Still didn't close the gap fully. It's way too choppy. Not interested. Okay, we swept this whole area here on the 4 hour. So let's see what happens next. Nothing to enter. Very choppy, very ugly. Okay. Let's just mark out this real quick. And we swept this here. This is relevant. Okay, we clearly swept this here. So if we take out Asia and then sell off, very high probable environment. But we sell off before, which is really not ideal. That's shit, man. Shame. Here, it's probably gonna retake the high, but it's very hard to define the risk here. Where do you get in? Yeah. It's probably gonna take out the high before it takes out New York low. Never mind. It's not. Yeah, this is just failing. Okay. Okay, so okay. Okay, good. We are below some 4 hour structure points now, so we can look for valid longs again. Obviously, it has to be the low of the day. It's nice. On every forex pair, I would be like, okay, peace out. See you next week. We sweep this a little. Resweep, then it's so late. It's so late, man. And ugly as hell. Oh my god. That's crazy. We are in a nice demand, man. If you can... Oops, I pressed advance on the 4 hour. Fucking hell. Let's do it like this. So that happened. Doesn't happen again. Okay, we didn't miss anything though. We didn't take the low, so this was a nice seller's trap here. Then 2 legs. This could have been an out of session short, but very late. Not ideal. So we didn't miss too much. Tricky. It's not too like pretty ambiguous there. Just not a clean sweep. We are ranging. We need to break out of this range. Otherwise we can't take anything. We're in November. Okay. Yeah, we took out this wick here, so let's see if that can do anything nice. Nice little seller's trap here. And then it's already too late again. Chopping up all the sellers. Okay, we are really getting high again here. That's cool. Okay, this is interesting. This might sell off without me though. Sweep, resweep, major trap here for the buyers, for the sellers. I think this can sell off, man. I wouldn't be surprised at all. Ah, this could miss me so hard though. I don't know if I want to see another rejection on that. Okay, let's say I don't wait for another rejection, but if it fucks around, I'm gonna go break even on it relatively aggressively. Yeah, that's gonna be a loss. Yeah, that's exactly what I didn't want. The next candle right away, I should have waited a little longer. But it's okay, it was a good trade, like, all good. You have to always remember everything above 60%, or even if you get close to 60% with 2 average RR, that's so fucking great, man. Like, I'm for sure not trying to go for 80% here or something. Like, there is always gonna be some imperfection in every setup. Okay, we swept the extreme here. Price is not ready to sell off at all. Is this all-time highs? It is. Okay, so we need to wait for context to form here. There's nothing to do here, really. All-time highs again. We swept an inducement here out of session, so we can possibly look for aggressive longs if we resweep that maybe. Or technically for shorts if we come in here. Well, it's not ideal. I'm gonna skip. So this is the only environment where you can experience like a phase of trouble to find setups, because shorting from the all-time high is, I think, really not ideal. But if it makes a push like that, you lack reference, you know, you lack potential liquidity sweep areas, so that can be a little tricky now, man. Okay, okay, let's see what we get here. That sell-off is good, gives us some opportunities here, potentially. Yeah, for the next days, that is great. Very late, too late for a short. Would have worked beautifully, but yeah, you had to enter in like Asia, so obviously not. A resweep would be cool, or we take the bottom. Yeah, that is cool. That is cool. Okay, so let's move on. It's too late now. I need a refresh, man. This browser is getting so slow. My PNL is crazy. This pair works so well, man. It's asset. This asset works so well. It's ridiculous. Oh my god, it's so great. Yeah, this is a potential long. Let's see if we can find momentum. I like this. Oh my god. Yeah, as a break even. This was a little ambitious, and here the entry was so late. Whatever. Would have worked again though. Cool. Cool to see. But it's just not my preferable way of holding trades in that asset, man. Look, would have worked. Cool. First leg, second leg. Yeah, maybe I should have left that on, but then it's out of session, then I have to close and reopen it and whatever. I have to evaluate if I should hold past past the day. I really have to evaluate. I've seen, and you've seen it too, a couple of trades would have easily worked out of session the next day. I'm gonna have the data dictate. This is nice too, man. Oh, I don't know. I don't know about this one. Too late. I was considering a short, but then ran away so much already sweeping sessions. So a continuation short is like, it's almost too late for that then. Come on. That's out of session anyway. Oh my god. That's like a, that has to be a holiday. That was probably a holiday, I don't know. We are nowhere. We are forming a sick trend line here for potential shorts, but we are just nowhere. Oh, this is a little rough right here. Man, this is dog shit. Unbelievable, dude. Yeah, no. We have to do something here. Finally, we sweep at least this here and now potentially this, so yeah, now we are having some environment that you can potentially do something from. Very late. I see this coming lower though. Yeah, I see this coming lower. It's very late, so let's see. Okay. Wasn't too clean to be honest. Maybe I should have skipped that, but it wasn't awful. It was okay. This is all-time highs again, right? Yes. It's probably not gonna give anything from here. This can be better. Potential longs if we take the lows. Too late. Okay. If we can take the bottom once more, that would be great. And my last trade sucked, man. To be honest, it was just no momentum. That was a I'm backtesting since a while trade, and then nothing happened since a while trade. This is all bullshit. Okay, so this is the periods where you can forget NASDAQ, I think, because shorting from the all-time high is pretty stupid in my opinion. And yeah, has to Has to be a long from an inducement sweep or something at least. So we have to wait for reference structure again. First leg, second leg, but we did this. Okay, you can see this as a demand, but we are close to all-time highs. Not really the best environment. Oh, interesting. Okay, that's cool. Sweep this as inducement. Yeah, this is coming lower. Pretty sure this is coming lower. I have a feeling that this is not gonna break this high. Let's see. First leg. Yeah. Okay. Nice one. Momentum was high all the time, probably from this move still. I don't know. This is just a feeling thing, man. This honestly on the high time frame that was not too great because the liquidity sweep was only happening here on the 5 minute. I don't know if it's a 1 hour or whatever. This was just pure intuition, man. I don't know, man. It's just strong up, strong down again. I can't describe why I took this trade, but I was extremely confident on it. It's just experience. Sorry for the lousy explanation, but it's literally just experience. Some trades are from the rules or from how it shapes up so textbook that's so easy to justify or explain why it's a good trade. Some are a little more messy, let's say, and the discretion part of the conviction is just bigger. So this one was one of those. Sweeps this and then comes lower. Okay, comes up right away though. And 45. Yeah, no shorts yet. Yeah, not too clean on the low time frame this session. Okay, we are gonna take the inducement high here. So let's see how what the market has planned for after that. Come higher, we come higher. Just doesn't want to flip. Bulls all the way in control. London crazy bearish. It's not a nice environment. We have to sweep the top or bottom again before we can expect a high probable move again. We take the lows now here and we sell off like crazy. Here again, two legs, but it shoots down again, and we didn't take this inducement yet, so I'm gonna pass on this long here. And it would have saved me a loss. Oh. Yeah, I would still sit at break even now. And ultimately would have lost. But now we are coming for this inducement, so we can expect a more probable long, hopefully. The low time frame gives us the chance. First leg. Very choppy. Yeah, it's just the high time frame is overpowering the low time frame. First leg, yeah. Yeah. You can enter here on something like that. I don't know, man. I just wanted to see a little more clarity. Like a second fair value gap would have been nice. So yeah, I missed that move. I could have taken it like this if I want to be more aggressive. Can take it from that imbalance or after that bullish candle going for a 1 to 2. Let's see if we get there. I wouldn't have made it all the way to the top. But yeah, I'm rather safe than sorry. I don't have to take every trade that is not clean to me enough. So all that semi stuff is okay to sit down on. It's getting late. Hey, this is nice. Nice environment. Oops. 2nd of January. Okay. Okay, we are in the current year now. Just bullshit on the 4-hour, to be honest. Okay, we failed to break the low. That low, we failed to break. So maybe we take the high, some highs here to then break the lows. Let's see. Okay, we got two. Okay, I think this comes lower. It's not a high time frame sweep, but it's mitigation. No, man, this is so against my rules. My intuition tells me, yeah, probably it's gonna sell off, but it's so against my rules. It didn't even sweep this. This would have been the minimum here to get this swept. It's just too against my rules. And protected me from a loss here. It's just not enough liquidity swept. Just swept session, tapped into a low time frame demand on the previous day. Didn't even sweep the previous day. So good that even though I'm backtesting since hours now today, uh, that I still realized that this was a rule break. Okay, we are now taking this as inducement. So this is a very high probable area for potential shorts if the low time frame convinces us. We make a little short trap here at the beginning. This is nice. This is hopefully a bias trap for later. Let's see if we can flip bearish here, but we don't. And the move happens out of session. Just, it is what it is. Just happens sometimes. Okay, I think this comes higher. This looks pretty solid. Swept this, oops, swept this as inducement. It's a little late in the day, but it's okay. Okay, I was wrong. That's okay. It was a nice second leg here, close above. Yeah, I think that was okay. With the context of this sweeping and tapping the fair value gap, that was okay. Next session. Oh, this doesn't do what I want, man. Oh my god. What is that? Ah, some kind of holiday or whatever. 10th of January, okay. I'm glad that I didn't took the long here. I was close to taking that one. Okay, where are we? Yeah, we're sweeping a ton of 4-hour structure points. I'm gonna make the 4-hour smaller here because I need more reference here. Please retake the bottom and give a nice long, please. And it doesn't. And out of session, the move. It is what it is, guys. Patience. Fill the gap now and continue higher, as mostly the case. Failed to break the high though, but there's nothing really to do in this session. Yeah. Holy moly, new scandal. Oh man, if we can take this shit out, we can get such good sales, man. It just doesn't do it. Oh, this is not behaving well recently. Not behaving well. Oh, that's some rough price action, man. Let's take the high. Thank you very much. Yeah, I think this is gonna come lower. Gonna take my profits here for €1, $1. Terrible price action, but it was a protected high, so it didn't stop us out at least. So nice price action now in terms of 4-hour sweeps, but just ugly on the low time frame. Nothing going on here. Yeah, that's pretty terrible. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. Let me just refresh again. So slow, the browser. We swept a lot, man. Well, recently we are sweeping a ton of liquidity, but it's just never responding. It never brings sellers into the market. So I'm like licking my lips, licking my lips. Perfect conditions for shorts, and they just don't happen at all. Like, wow, that's actually pretty impressive. But it's just these periods, you know. You just trade out other assets at that time. Obviously, NASDAQ is not going to be ready all the time, but it's going to be way often more often ready than forex pairs. So it's all good. We just have to stay patient. Let's retake that high, hopefully. It's equals. Is that equals? Yeah, with here. Exact equals. It's bullshit price action, man. Oh my god. Okay. This is nice. New areas to explore now. Finally something that happened. So this is normal volatility. Still pretty crazy, man. Okay, let's see. Yeah, let's let things settle down again, get some reference structure again. Yeah, we were coming for that gap, but never mind. Yeah, Obviously, we come for this gap. Like, it's so predictable, man. But no low time frame day trading entries here. We just need to wait for more reference structure. This is all bullshit. Okay, we just tapped that gap. Doesn't give an entry though. This is probably, yeah, this is going to be reswept. I was going to say to fill that gap. So still very high probable environment for shorts, for potential shorts. So ugly on the low time frame. And then out of session. It's a shame, man. It's a shame. I was waiting for this, but yeah, out of session. No retracement. It is what it is. We need to stay patient. Wow, that gap is crazy. What the hell is that gap? Okay. It just crashed completely. Oh no, I think the gap is so big that I have to literally scroll down. Oh my god, do you see that, man? That's why you can't hold stuff like that over the weekend or whatever, even on over the daily. This is crazy, man. Okay, let's go. Let's give that gap a good fill. Fully filled the gap. It's so predictable, man. Man, I have to swing trade that somehow more. But closing before the daily closes and reopen. The gap shit is so powerful, man. It's ridiculous. It's literally ridiculous. It's just hard to sometimes get an entry. That's the tough part with trying to trade these gaps. Oh, this is rough, man. Like, okay, now we're short. It's late. It's too late again, man. Jesus Christ, we always take out these sell side bulls, but it's always too late, man. Or doesn't happen at all. Doesn't happen at all in that case again. Frequency has gone down tremendously, and that's normal and that's expected. This is probably gonna sell off. It's just, yeah, not enough liquidity swept. I want this wick there to get swept. Nice news wick candle here. Okay, we swept. And then it does that. Yes, I wait for the shorts and it does that. It's just part of the game, man. It's just crazy how often it happened now in a row, like in a row. Holy moly, man. Yeah, bullshit. We need to see some reference here. Okay, this is a nice little short here. It's late, but I think it's still okay to take this. It's frustrating, man. So we have some sick losing streak now, right? Oh no, it was just 2 trades, man. In my head, it was like, I don't know, like way more. I think it's just the no setup phase that lets me think that I broke my rule here. This is fatigue, guys. I'm sorry. I'm stupid. This was an all-time high sell, which is obviously bullshit. We don't do that. It's just a little bit of fatigue coming in now. But I want to finish, like, it's just 2 months more now, so. So all-time high, all-time high. Crazy chop, crazy chop. Let's see if we can take out the bottom. Nice. Okay, I want this. This coming higher, I think, is pretty likely. It's just the entry, man. Okay, let's give it a little more. Okay, yeah. Let's just go for that high. Seems like the volatility is pretty much over now. I'm so out of sessions already the next day. Yeah, that's pointless. I'm just gonna close it for a win. It's a little too gambly to hold that from me over the next day. I'm just not comfortable. Look how long you would hold that day trade, man. In the end, it would have won. Okay, that's cool to see. But I'm fine with taking like 1.2 hour or something. I'm really fine. Just moving on with my day. Potentially seeing, because that it's just what you always have to consider too, is just you are clearing up your head and your mental capacity. If you close this trade here from 1.3 hour, first of all, you increased your win rate. Second of all, you are clean mentally to be ready for a potentially great setup that you would have otherwise maybe not even seen because you're still worried about your ongoing trade. That can make you 2 hour on top, you know? So that's how I see it. Okay, that's a nice 4 hour sweep, sell off. Let's see how we come up. If we come up, instead we sweep the bottom so we can see longs here potentially. No, just wants to sell off. That's fine as well. Gives us more reference structure. A big bearish move in the NASDAQ, because the long-term trend is bullish anyway, brings us away. Every time it brings us away from the all-time high, it buys us time to look for nice opportunities. So there's nothing better that can happen than a big sell-off move from all-time high territory, because it brings us back into those nice little reference points that we can look for liquidity sweeps in and then just play out our edge. Nice sell-off here, Nas. Pretty choppy up. This is what Nas does. Okay, swept even more liquidity. Let's see if we can get to the low of the day. This is just Trump right now. Yeah, this is February Trump. Everybody's selling. It's a nice flip here, but it's so late again, man. Yeah, decent setup. Yeah, I was expecting a chance to get missed here, and now it's too late, man. I'm gonna cut this trade if it doesn't break quickly now. Yeah, just gonna let it play out, but go break even, because this is not as confluence as I want it to be anymore. I wanted the momentum to kick in there. You know what? I'm just gonna close it. This is stupid. I don't want to be a gambler. If it just is in my favor anyway or whatever, I just take profits. So let's put the tool on actually. I'm just curious if it would hit my final target, but I'm fine with, again, like 1.23 hours, something like that. Whatever, man. Being ready, being flat for the next session is so important. Maybe not in backtesting as much, but in real markets, yes. Let's see. Let's get that TP. Would still be nice for the ego. Okay, TP missed by 1 pip. TP hits. Okay, great. Cool to see. Okay, let's get the previous day's high swept. and potentially even more. Nope, we take the lows instead. We make exact equals here. This is not ideal. Part of me thinks this comes higher, but the exact equals just doesn't let me, man. Oh, this is... Yeah, no, this is too hot for me. These equals here are 30, man. Yeah, would have failed. It's just when you see the stuff over and over and over again, you know when to sit out, and this is just such a violation. We buy after liquidity has been swept and not added by having an identical low formed, so perfect reason to stay out of this long. Okay, I'm just curious if that would work, but this is way too risky for me. Just curious. Okay, we would be in the trade and it would have lost. Okay. It's too low to sell. I mean, technically it swept this range, but you see how low we are. Like, this is such a YOLO sell, man. Like, no way I would have dared that. But I would have laughed if it would have won. And that's a nice shift. I would have loved to tap into that fair value gap. Let's see. Nah, no entry for me. If you're aggressive, you can get in here, obviously, on that tap. But for me, I just want to see a little more, especially because this was just after 9:30, which is like premium, like trap territory, man, in terms of time as well. So I want to see this. I don't know, like come back in here, reject, make another bearish candle or something, just to validate this initial thing happening here at just after 9:30 is not a trap. You know, I need to see that. So yeah, not entering here made me miss a winner, but I think saves me a lot of losses as well. Okay, let's... Oh, this is... Oh my god, is that a good sweep, man? Okay, this is the earliest setup ever for me. Oh man, I can't do it. I can't do it. I want to long this so bad, but it's not even 9:30, man. But this environment, this sweep here, do you see that, man? The demand tap, it's so good. But yeah, discipline, guys. I'm not gonna take it. Because this could easily be the early session buyer's trap, re-sweep, then the remove happens long. I wouldn't be surprised at fucking all. So, and there was, yeah, probably news or whatever. Okay, so we get that re-swept. If we get a long now, sheesh. Really. We get it, but not really with an entry. This is shame, man. This was so A plus, man, and I knew it. I knew it would happen, man. This is so like it's free of any imbalance, man. And it doesn't. Nah, this. And here, yes, but it just doesn't give an entry. Like entering here for that price, man, is just insane as well. Like it gives you like 1.3 R to here. Shame, man. Shame, because this was so high probable. This was like A star. If this would have come here and give a big rejection, to take it up here is like A plus star, man. Like, oh, the demand tap here in the sweep. This was so good, man. That's really unfortunate, man. This... Fucking hell, man. Frustrating. Okay, let's zoom in here a little. Okay, we are in March, so we have, yeah, 2 months left. This is all not interesting for me from a high time frame perspective. We have equals now here, but we are far away from those. Crazy bull move. Okay, this is this is an extreme demand. It's a clean demand because you see how we shifted here. So you can't count this as a point of interest mitigation. But again, it's not even a previous day's low sweep. So basically this is a hard rule for me. And you see how it protects me here again. If it didn't even take the previous day, just don't even bother. We sweep the extreme, but we are out of session. Hopefully we can get a resweep here. Okay, resweep. Let's see if we swept more. Okay, we also swept. I can't see. Okay, we also swept the, yeah, this has potential. We swept the old liquidity pool as well. And it does a resweep. Wow. Okay. Fucking hell, man. It's just so hard to get into these moves. First leg, second leg, then this candle is a turn off like crazy, and then it just spikes off. It's just very unpredictable on the low time frame. Shame. Shame. Again, the same situation. Such a high probable reversal point. Just the low time frame confirmations are tricky to get on that, man. Tricky to get. Man. If this would have... Yeah, maybe I need to be a little more bold in those such cases. After this candle, I should have just placed the limit somewhere here. Should have placed the limit like this. Edge of the order block. Go for 2R. Pretty sure this is gonna hit. Okay, not totally, but yeah. Still very high probable conditions, and I couldn't take advantage. So we go for another resweep. Let's see. Session now. Too low to sell, not low enough to buy. This is funny. So let's just wait. Okay. Doesn't retrace, man. This first leg, second leg, maybe I should have entered here. Yeah, that was too fast of me. Clicking too fast. I would have taken it like that. First leg rejections, yes, but then does this engulfing bearish candle. This is where I normally enter. You've seen me do that all the time. I just clicked too fast. I'm getting a little fatigued, I have to admit. I would have done a crazy reversal though and missed my TP, potentially. Curious if this would have won. Yeah, would have. It's just... I'm gonna dare saying it. It's kind of ranging actually right now, which is very unusual. Did that sweep? No. I mean, yes, technically, but super barely. Okay, I think this comes lower. So it looks choppy, but I think this comes lower. Okay, I was wrong. Was a nice sweep here. Fair value gap. First leg, second leg. Perfect stuff. You can't win them all. So as you can see, since a while I'm having a break-even period on that pair, on that asset. And that's exactly why we need to trade more assets. It's just one asset only will never do the trick. Not long term. Not through all cycles. And I'm grateful because you see the P&L here. This is a crazy result. So instead of having a pullback and having actually a true phase of losses and drawdown and all that shit, I'm just break even, man. How ideal is that? To have an equity curve like this and then it barely does a pullback at all before it goes up again. So that's just great, man. So you can easily say like, oh, this guy is a break even trader. In that phase, yes, but normally that period I would say is something where people have drawdowns, and I'm very grateful that I don't even have a drawdown right now, even though I kind of suck right now, or I just can't get the wins right now. At least I'm break even with the occasional win. So this is all rangy bullshit. Let me just refresh my browser because it's choking like crazy again. Let's get those high time frame sweeps. Come on. Oh, curious if that works. First leg, second leg. Not something that I would take because it's against my rules. I'm just curious. Yeah, would have worked. Cool. But we didn't sweep the previous day's high, so for me that is just so mandatory, man. Protects me so often. Wait. Ooh, nice. Interesting. Just doesn't want to sell off. That's a shame, man. Okay, let's get that reswept. Come on. Resweep. Let's get this swept here. That would be ideal. This is very low momentum, so we shouldn't fall for that. Massive liquidity pool swept now. No bearish reaction whatsoever. Shame, man. What a shame. So let's see if we can get that reswept. Definitely a little more tricky right now, this asset, than in the beginning. Definitely. Okay, we might get longs instead. Yeah, we are coming for the gap, but without an entry again. We feel the gap. Still some gap left, so we could see nice longs if we retake the low. Yeah, this is probably one candle too late. Let's see if we get missed here, but I think this is a pretty great setup. If it doesn't run now, I'm gonna quit it. So late. Yeah, it's okay, whatever. Definitely testing my patience, this asset right now, which is normal. Crazy move, man. Okay, we need a little more reference structure here. Okay. Let's keep it zoomed out for now. Yeah, I think this is heading higher. Massive gap above as well. So let's try to... Yeah, let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna go for it. Yeah, I waited a little too long with this entry. This was here. This is just me getting fatigued, but this was 100%. If I see that live after that candle, I just take it from there, like 100%. It's just me being fatigued. I'm just a little too happy right now, but it's a nice proof of concept. We have the order flow switch here. We have the second fair value gap. We take it from there. We clear a ton of liquidity tapping into the order block here at the bottom, closing so many fair value gaps. So this was so confluence. Was just, yeah. For me, honestly, yes, my backtesting results are slightly down now, but I know that this was another trade that I would have taken and another nice proof of concept. And that's what matters most. Yeah, in live markets, 100% I would have taken that. Okay, that's nice. That is nice. That is nice, man. Okay. Beautiful. So 2 wins in a row. That's great. Man, we had such a shitty period, especially with missing that winner right now, and I still think that this PD, how you say, PNL is the highest since we started. So even though this was so slow, at least we didn't give pretty much anything back. Like we just made, even though that was like so slow and struggly and missing winners and whatnot, we still just made a higher high on the account balance, which is crazy, man. Patience, man. And what makes it easier in backtesting to be patient is that you can obviously skip through the days and the sessions. What makes it easier to be patient in real life markets? Obviously, first of all, is experience, but second of all, is just having more assets to look at. And not all assets at the same time will be shit, you know? There will always be a setup at least every 2 weeks normally. Yeah, no cells on the table. Oh my god, this is crazy. Donald Trump, man. What the hell? What the hell with that guy? That's crazy, man. This could long, but yeah, we have all that gap above. Slate. I'm gonna take it, but only because we have that huge gap. It's a little uncomfortable for me because that market environment for me is pretty new. But I just think we have to mitigate more of that gap. First leg, second leg, didn't break us. Didn't break structure. Okay, let's see how that goes. Too late, man. Whatever. Fuck it. I'm not gonna take it. Yeah, man, this was iffy because it's so wiki, man. That's not convincing me enough of the momentum. I'm glad I took that off. Not just for the win, but for avoiding the loss, but also from a discipline standpoint. Things can look clearer for sure, man. Choppy, choppy, choppy like crazy so far. Okay, so here's the thing. Obviously, I know that we had a massive crash in the stock market around that time, but I don't even know when exactly it was. And I'm so careful with longs anyway, or with day trading setups anyway, that I only take them when I'm fully convinced anyway. So even though this is a crazy market environment, I'm still looking for longs if the circumstance is right. And yes, sometimes I get burned, but yeah. Let's see how much we swept here on actually. Let me zoom in on this. That doesn't look too clean, but yeah, ton of liquidity swept. First leg, second leg, close above, reaction candle. I'm gonna dare that. It's relatively late, but I think it's fine to go for a 2R here. Yeah, this time I got burnt, and that's okay. Another massive gap here. Some crazy candles, man. Yeah, this is even too crazy for me, to be honest. Did we sweep that? No, exact equals. Come back down like crazy, man. That's crazy. Okay, let's stay patient here. We're almost done. 11th of April. This will probably come lower. We still have a massive gap here. Let's see if we can get 2R into that gap. Nice. These gaps are crazy magnets, man. Such a great confluence that you normally don't have in FX. In stocks, you have that all the time. It's just great, man. So again, shitty phase. I'm still in a shitty phase, I would say, with like win, loss, loss, win, but still making higher highs in the account. So that's great, man. And you know that January to March has been, or April has been crazy with Trump, man. So it's good to see that even though fundamentals are crazy and getting flipped on their head all the time, the day trading stuff still works relatively fine, even though the momentum is completely crazy, fluctuating and everything. It still works relatively decent, I would say. Like right now, I'm having like a 40-45% win rate in this last period, I would say, or maybe even just under 50. I don't know. And this is obviously still profitable. yeah, you can say sweep, tap into supply, but again, this is not even a previous day's high sweep, so I can't short this. It's just not enough. Browser is so slow, man. Equals 0, comical. Nice how we filled that gap again. This gap is still not fully mitigated though, so let's see. Crash. I sweep on the 4-hour. Momentum is pretty shit right now. Let's see what 930 does. Get that wick swept. Come on. One slower, please. Shame. Out of session, this bitch. Coming for that gap. Gap over here. Well, it's closed. Strangely not on the 4-hour. Oh no, yes. I'm just having shitty eyes. Out of session sell off. Oh no, never mind. Crazy gap below. That's interesting. Late, man. And not clean. And we tapped it. This is so predictable, man. I have to take more YOLO entries on a low time frame, I feel, when they have those gaps. They are such a strong magnet. Bruh. Ridiculous, man. Like, just, I don't know, like, get these fair value gaps and just, I don't know, enter here. And take it to the gap because it just always works, man. It's crazy. The gaps, do you see that, man? It's crazy. Once we take up high time frame liquidity, we always come for the gap next. Like, it's so reliable. It's crazy, man. Absolutely insane. Okay, let's zoom out again. We need some more reference. Oh, we are filling this crazy big gap now. Okay, if we can take the high again and get a short, that would be so cool. Oh, this is so hard out of session again. Okay, this is nice. Okay, yeah. I think this is gonna come lower. Nice, 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 nice. Ah, beautiful setup, man. We resweep this high here. We close the gap fully. This is the high time from context, man. Sweeping the previous day's high as well. And just clean shift here. Clean shift, trickling up. And you know how rare a correction is on that pair. It's just nice to see. Clearly buyers running out of steam here. Just institutional orders getting filled here. Boom, down. Nice. We have so much structural reference here right now as well. That's just cool, man. That's a nice sweep here. No entry. Shame, that would have been a great setup here. Break above, then a little retracement. You could have entered here, but it's a tough target then. If you enter here, that's a big ass target. But yeah. Holy smokes. Okay, we sweep obviously a lot here. I think really here we come for the gap. The gap is still up for grabs, man. Crazy. That's just crazy, man. We sweep that. Yes, I think I'm gonna take a short. No, this is too much out of session, man. No, this. Oh, I remember. This is yesterday. Ah, yeah. I remember it. Okay, we are done, guys. Finally. Uh, this actually worked. So you could have entered. I see that. I seen that. I was actually considering that, and then I was saying I'm not that crazy. But you see it again. The low time frame shift looks kind of choppy, kind of ugly, kind of out of session. But if you just market execute on something like that, it's always gonna go for the gap. I know because I've seen it. Yeah, just goes for the gap. Sweeps the high time frame, low time frame shift, corrective up, goes for the gap. It's so predictable. It's crazy, man. Crazy. So let's see if I missed anything on Friday. I did not check the charts today, so Friday is the current day. No, it's not even an FX replay. Yeah, all good. All good. It was a great session. It was a lot of fun. 49% profit, man, in 5 quarters plus 1 month. 49%. So if I risk 2%, it could have been like 98%. That's just crazy, man. So let's just go back and check the statistics. That's just insane. Just insane. I had 56 trades. 56 trades. And I started recording a little later. When did I start recording? How many trades did I have when I started recording? I don't remember. I think 30. 30 trades. And I had a 75% win rate. Or something like that. 76. Show all trades. Can I limit the time? Because I'm really curious now. Okay, whatever. Total trades was 20. 56. Yeah. 71. So I brought the win rate down from like 75, 76, something like that. No, it was 75%, yes. Let's check how many break evens we had. 7 break evens. So 67% win rate. Yeah, that's more like it. So I brought down the win rate from 75% to 67%. Let me calculate because I'm curious. I had 28 non-break evens, I remember. I had 21 winners and 7 losses. So now I had 9 losses. 12 wins and 9 losses I had since I started recording. So that's 12 out of 21. So I had really the recording period was the struggling period where I really struggled, especially towards the end, and I still had a 57% win rate. And that was the bad part of the backtesting. That's just crazy, man. This pair is so profitable. I mean, I guess I have to give it to me. I'm profitable on this pair. The strategy works even better, I would say, than on forex when the conditions are right. And the big takeaway is that the conditions are more often right than on a forex pair. Like, it's like forex on steroids. This thing really is. There is so much potential. I can't wait to trade it live, which I will do now. I feel like I really have some pattern recognition, especially on that pair now. So I'm gonna wait for my high time frame 4-hour sweeps, and if it gives a nice M5 shift, you know, you'll see what I'm doing is always the same. Then I'm gonna take it live as well and hopefully make some handsome profits from it. Thank you so much, guys, for your attention. If you have any questions, shoot me in the comments and I will get back to you. So take care, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.